The title of this devotion, which I'm reading, is called Bond of Blood. Bond of Blood. On this day, July the 27th, Donald Cargill was a Scottish Presbyterian when such were outlawed. One listener said his sermons came from his heart and went to the heart. He spake as never man spake, and his words went through us. People often complained his messages were too short, but his life proved almost as short as his sermons. His arrest being imminent, he gathered his people and spake from Isaiah chapter 26. The final words of his last sermons were recorded thus: He exhorted us earnestly to dwell in the clefts of the rock, to hide ourselves in the wounds of Christ, to wrap ourselves in God's promises, and to make a refuge under the shadow of his wings until these sad calamities pass over. On July the 10th, 1681, Scottish troops burst into the house where Cargill, James Boyd, and Walter Smith were sleeping. The men were rousted from bed, tied to barebacked horses, and taken to the prison. Soon, 2 others joined them. All were condemned at the scaffold. Cargill put his foot on the ladder, turned, blessed the Lord with uplifted hands, and said, The Lord knows I go up this ladder with less fear, confusion, or perturbation of mind than ever I entered a pulpit to preach. After watching Cargill die, Walter Smith ascended the executioner's block. A hood was placed over his head, but he lifted it and said, I have one more word to add, and that is that all who love God and his righteous cause would set time apart and sing a song of praise to the Lord for what he has done for my soul. To him be praise. The hood was replaced. He was forced against the decapitated corpse of his friend, and his head too fell. James Boyd was next. He shouted praise to God, saying he was as calm at the scaffold as he would be at the marriage altar. The next to die was William Cuthill, and finally William Thompson. 5 good men, all martyred in Edinburgh on that never-to-be-gotten bloody day, 27th of July, 1681. The hangman hashed and hacked off all their heads with an axe. A verse from Isaiah chapter 26, verse 3 and 4. The Lord gives perfect peace to those whose faith is firm. So always trust the Lord, because he is forever our mighty rock. Bond of blood.